Good day to you. My name is Vash, and welcome to Different Worlds. This is the 8th episode you're watching, and today we'll be making something special. Here I have this messy image, which was made by a friend, and at the end of the episode we will be showing what he did using this same technique that I'm using in the serie, and what I would be making out of the mess he made. So I already got an idea because he gave me this image yesterday, so I already had some time to think about something. Here I think we can see a man in armor on the right, and maybe another silhouette, another character on the left, and maybe what would be in between them would be a corridor. Maybe the corridor would lead to some stairs, or maybe it's just a corridor. So what really matters in our image would be the two guys in armor. So this is what I saw the first time I looked at it. There would be this dude here with a huge armor, maybe with a huge shoulder pad, and somehow the character on the left feels like it either have a weird chest armor, or maybe it's a woman and says it would have chest. I felt like there was something going from the corridor toward us, and so I began to think maybe this character is carrying either a pole, a staff, or an axe. So that's all I got for now, and we'll be working our way from here. I think it would be enough, but maybe there will be more to this corridor because it feels kinda empty. Maybe it would be better if it was larger. We'll see. So from here, we'll start working. So in the in the previous episodes, if you watch them, you know that I couldn't record my voice while I was drawing, but I came up with the idea of making making a new approach by working mostly on the values and the saturation. What I didn't told you is that the first time I tried it, since most of the pictures would be red because of the saturation, like this. Wait, let me just. Yep. There we go. See, if we just use the saturation, we mostly have a red picture, which is fine if we don't know which color we want to use in the final product. Like with the previous episode, we had a big bird, and of course I could have gone straight for a yellow color, but I wasn't sure. Maybe I could have used something else. So while I was hesitating, not picking a color is fine, but there are other situations where you actually know which color you want, and in this situation it's a good idea to get a saturation layer so you can put colors on top, and get another layer to put colors. So what you would get is, say, I want this guy to have a yellow armor, so we would have yellow all over his armor. But we don't know, while we don't know how the values and the saturation would work, we know we will have yellow all over the place. And say the other guy would have blue. You get the idea. This is it's a nice idea to put colors like this on another layer, because if you know which color you want, it's a good idea, because while working on the values and saturation is really important, somehow the blue color seems darker, the yellow one seems lighter, so your eye will react differently according to the color you pick. So yeah, by putting this color on another layer, you can react sooner and give you less work to make change later on, because you would already be working with the color you wanted. Right. Unfortunately for us, in most of these episodes, I don't know which color I want. So yeah. We will be working both values and saturation anyway. We'll see. These guys seem like they seem like they're not really nice, so a dark tone would be more suitable for them. We could go with dark colors if we want them to have really colorful armor. We should go with high saturation. Most of the time the armors are really not that saturated, because when armors are crafted, they mostly used the raw materials without caring too much about the colors, I guess. At least I'm pretty sure they didn't care too much about the colors. And when you think about armors, you think about iron, metals, and sometimes silver or gold or even bronze. So maybe we could go for a convincing picture by picking desaturated colors, and then go for a bronze or gold kinda color. But we could also go for a completely different approach, which could be, of course, give them colorful armor. What should we do? Usually when I'm hesitating between two approach, what I try to do is to take a bit of both. And maybe we'll do that. Maybe we could have shoulder pads more colorful than the armor parts that will be on both sides of the shoulder pads. Like maybe the helmet is less colorful than the shoulder pads, but the chest armor beneath is less colorful as well. We want colorful colors and dark tones. So what's happening now is while the details that seem to appear in the original image, the messy one, are somewhat interesting, we need to set a base for the values. You could say, well, you don't need to work most of the values because the original image already gives most values, and in a way it's true. We could keep the original values and come up with something out of it. Maybe I was going to say maybe it's a good idea, but unfortunately, it's not a bad idea because it seems interesting, but most of the time, well, at least with me, in my experience, most of the time when you do this, it doesn't work out because at first you're tracing details and adding colors to the original image, but sooner or later, with this one, it seems that it lacks details. Like, okay, with this tracing you seem to know where things are, but if I remove it, it doesn't make sense without using the original image. We could use the same logic to draw the chest armor, like, yeah, like maybe half of the details could be repeated on the other part. It's a nice idea, actually. I mean, it's a logical, nice idea. Nothing too fancy, anyway. As I said in the beginning, this image, the original image, doesn't have too much details. So at some point we will have to draw details of our own design. But we'll try to use as much details from the original image as much as we can. You'd think I will do that all the time, reuse these weird shapes in every episodes. It wouldn't be a bad idea because I think they're really cool, but it's also not a good idea because it would be kinda repetitive. Mm-hmm. Mm. So, whoa, not symmetric at all. Alright, wait. Here, this goes here, this goes here, and this goes here. We'll have to work it out. Alright. Alright. This guy goes no, here, okay, and here, somewhat okay. Then we have this guy, wee, and then wee, and then sorry, not really, not bad, like really not bad. Now I have to redo the middle. Alright, so I really liked the fact that going down feels more like it feels like this guy has less fat and more muscle. I really liked that part, but we still need his chest to be freaking huge. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. It's weird. Now what? Yes, no, yes, no. It feels weird that it's not pointing toward his head. Oh, that's too bad. How about here? Now we feel like we could point it to its head. Not. Hmm. See, I think it's a shame to lose most details we got. Like the cross wing thing. Yeah. You could say, oh, but maybe some of the armor parts are catching light through um, ambient light. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. But maybe. Mm. And we still didn't put our colors yet. And it's fine. Oh. Alright. Alright. Not too bad. Wait, what? I can't see what's going on. Oh. Oof. If you want something to be silver or iron, the saturated colors we picked in the beginning are fine, so we won't be going under too much change anyway. Maybe we should try to play with the RGB curves from here. Yep. maybe we should give it a try. Let's try. So first we should play with the RGB curves to switch the color. Let's see. Sorry. Here we go. So blue is out of question. We want to keep most of our red, and we want to remove some. There we go. Not a good idea. If we go for bronze, we don't need blue. If we go for golden, we don't need blue. If we go for silver, we barely need blue. So we might want to reduce the blue curve. What can we do with this? Yeah, not bad. A bit greenish. Too greenish. Maybe we should. Right? Uh-huh. Alright. So maybe I should try to explain how the RGB curves work. Basically, what happens here is that we are changing the red, green and blue channel values individually. Maybe some of the colors we got. Ugh. So for example, we have this nice color here. It's made of yellow, so it goes not really yellow. See, I wouldn't mind if it was just here and not on the and not everywhere around it. Then there are parts that are too dark because we kept these dark lines, and it's fine, but we could probably work some more to remove them. But again, it would take quite a long time. Yep. Yes, I might just stop here. This is good enough to me. the colors we got and the balance is fine. The black outline is totally wrong. We could rework it, but it's fine. Now we got our picture. We could just what? We could just repaint it to remove the black outline, and it would look better. But I don't really feel like giving some episode a special treatment, because then you'd feel even more disappointed by the fact I would not be able to keep that same pace. So we'll keep it short, if we can still call it short, and I will compare my work with the one of my friend. Okay. So as I've told you before, we used the same base for our painting. We used the same original image made by my friend, and this is what I did. You just saw this in the episode, and this is what he did using the exact same image. As you can see, you can tell that what was the head of a character for me is actually an eye for a monster. You get some of the hands going. You could see some shapes clenching the side of the screen. Yeah. So there you have it. A proof that you can use this technique in many different ways. So what's happening on the image of my friend is a giant chameleon. Je verrai si on dit caméléon. Caméléon, je sais pas. A giant monster is attacking a poor dude, which is just cooking sausages in the woods. Since it came up almost accidentally, we had some fun telling this story. I just said some stuff randomly, and he liked it a lot, so he did that. It was a lot of fun, and this is what I did. So yeah, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next world.